Okay, students. So now you can ask the questions. What kind of questions are there with you? Please. Yes, quickly. Do you want to ask something? Okay, fine. So afterwards, you will see that the memory devices are there: random read-only memory, random access memory. The questions can come from these things as well. Okay. Cache memory is, it is very important question. Cache is a very small amount of extremely fast memory inside the microprocessor or on the motherboard. What does it show? It shows that there are two types of cache memory basically. The cache memory inside the microprocessor and the cache memory available on the motherboard. It is faster and more expensive than RAM. Why? Because it is faster. Its quantity is normally less. It is not in GBs. It is in KBs or MBs. It stores information that is most frequently used. When the data is being processed by the computer system, it holds the data. The purpose of using cache is to improve the processing speed of the computer. There are three types of cache memory, which are L1 and L2 and L3. You can see over there, L1 is there inside the processor, L2 and L3 is there on the motherboard. You can see these are the three types of cache memories. Expansion slots and expansion cards. Expansion slot is there in which you can insert the expansion card. Okay. Whenever you insert a card in expansion card, so you will see that normally it shows you a port outside your system. This is basically called IO channel. This is IO channel. IO channel is the channel with which you connect your mouse, keyboard, printer, USB or something. That is why it is called IO channel, where you are plugging input and output devices. Okay. So you can see over here that VGA port is there, USB ports are there, LAN port is there. These are the ports. And why you are able to see these ports? Because some built-in cards are there, or some cards are there which have been inserted in the expansion slots. Okay. This is basically the picture of a card. You can see over here, if your PC does not have the LAN port, you can insert new card, which is basically an NIC card, and you will be able to see when it will be inserted in the slot, in some PCI slot. So you will be able to see that now the LAN port is available on your IO channel. Basic operations, as we have discussed about, this is basically the computer cycle: input, processing, storage, and the output. It may come in your exam. You need to read it carefully. System softwares, basically there are two types, you know about it: system and application softwares. System softwares are those softwares which are, which directly communicate with the computer systems, and application softwares are those softwares which are there to facilitate the users. Okay, system softwares control the system operations, just like operating system, device drivers. Every device has got a driver. Without driver, the device cannot work. Utility programs and the language processors, these are also basically system softwares. These all are very important for your exams. You need to go through them. Okay. General, if you talk about the application softwares, productivity softwares which are there for the sake of making some kind of thing, just like we are making document in word processor, word spreadsheets, databases. Business softwares are there, internet entertainment application softwares are there, education software, just like we use Google Classroom. Okay, these all are the examples you can see over here. Okay, now what I am going to do now, you have to go through it. Okay. So as I had told you, one short MCQs test is there that I want, because I will not be able to cover the whole syllabus right now. Right now, if you have got any question, please ask me. The question may come just like these are the questions given at the end of the chapter, but I am not saying that these are the only questions, but because you have to give You have to attempt the board exam, and the question may come anywhere from the text of the chapters. Okay, so please raise the hand if you've got any question. Please raise the hand. One important thing is there that I would like to ask you. One important thing is there that I want, okay, when you will have the paper, so you need to be very much careful about the time. Although I consider for this paper that you have got, you can see that this is a model paper of your board exams. So 12 MCQs are there, 20 minutes are, I think, more than enough. So you need to be very much careful. You don't need to hurry to mention the answer. Carefully read the question and then mention the answer. Okay, because if you are considering you will do it quickly, but if the answers are incorrect, so it is not good. If you have got 20 minutes, avail those 20 minutes and read carefully. When you have done, don't submit. Just go through again. Just go through again and see that whether I have done it properly or not. Don't make it hurry. No one is going to give you any award if you are submitting your paper early. No, this is not the case. What will happen? Okay, the answers will be checked. So if you have done in 10 minutes, but you have got 10 minutes left, go through it again. Go through again, and then if you are satisfied, okay, so at some position, if you consider okay, this answer is not correct, I should consider it, then, and then when you are fully confident, then click on the submit button. In the same way in your board exam, when you are fully confident, then return your paper to your examiner. Okay, so this is very important. Okay, now, so 20 minutes, I think, more than enough for the MCQs. Now come towards the section B. There will be, you have to do 9 questions out of 13. You have to do 9 questions out of 13. So this is a good choice. 4 questions are there which are available extra for this. Each short question is of 3 marks. Normally you will see this word, write 3 objectives, write 3 differences, write 3 characteristics. You will see the frequencies. At some questions you will see that define this and write one example. So you have to give one example because 1 mark is there for example and 1 mark is there for definition. For example, let's suppose if I say, okay, define uh, analog computer, give one example. So in that situation, you have to define and you have to give one example as well. If you are just defining, your definition is correct, you are not going to have full marks. Why? Because you have done the work of 2 mark, and 1 mark which was there for the sake of example you did not mention. So examiner is going to cut that particular mark. Keep in mind. This thing is clear now? Okay. So this is very important. And when we have got differentiate, write differences between attenuation and distortion. When this is there, so you should write at least 3. Take this example. Differentiate between attenuation and distortion. Such kind of question is there. So you have to write at least 3. Why? Because question is of 3 marks. And don't repeat 1 point again. You are writing 3 points and you are in 1 point what you are saying. In the second point again, you are saying the same thing in some other words. So the examiner is not going to give you the marks. Keep in mind. 3 different points should be there. 3 different points. For example, if I say that write 3 differences between impact and non-impact printers. So what you are going to say? Impact printers are noisy, non-impact printers are silent. Impact printers are, having available in less price. Non-impact printer are in good price or high price. Impact printers are available in one color. They print in one color. Non-impact printers can print in multiple colors or color printout. Impact printers are fast, are slow, and non-impact printers are fast. All the differences should be different, not similar. Okay, fine. So in long questions, you need to be very much careful. If you are doing question number 3, so A, B part of the question number 3 you have to do. Doesn't mean for question number 3 you are attempting A part and question number 4 you are attempting B part. No, you are not going to have the marks. This is very important thing. You need to be very much careful about it. I am going to give you one MCQ test for your practice, and I will give you 5 minutes for it. What you have to do, what you need to do is that you have to attempt it right now. Go to your classroom, attempt it right now. I am going to give you remedial class 5 October. And I am going to give you 5 minutes for it. You will see some past papers are also there. Leave the past papers. Leave the past paper. Click on this option. Class 9 computer science practice test, which is there. Click on this option and attempt it. I am giving you just 5 minutes. Okay. Just be ready in these 5 minutes. Okay, Ji. So I know that some people have done and some have not done. Fine enough, doesn't matter at all. I have given you this practice test paper. You can do it. You can continue it afterwards because our class time is now about to over. some important things are there that I want to share with you. Okay, you will not leave any question. You will not leave any question in your paper. In short questions you have to do 9, so you have to do 9 questions. Okay, in long questions you have to do 2 questions, so you have to do 2 questions. Okay, and in MCQs mark all the questions. Even if you don't know one question, let's suppose, you are not going to leave it. Keep in mind, because there isn't any negative marking, so you have to do it. These are very important things. What you are going to do, you will submit the images of your work. You will write your answers on the single line pages. Okay, and you will write your name, class and section at the top of each page. Also mention the page number. Take pictures of that work and submit using Google Classroom. Keep in mind, submission through the WhatsApp or email is not allowed at all. Submission will be done through the Google Classroom only. So this is very important thing that you need to understand over here. Okay, so I think all these students should be very much clear about it. If you have got any question, please ask me. I am going to conclude this class. You know very well, for all the things that I have taught you, particularly about the data communication, all the lessons are there, video lessons are there in your Google Classroom. You can go through it anytime. This was the thing that I told you again and again. You can read, you can go through it, you can listen the lecture again and again. This is a very great advantage, you know, of these online classes. You can revise the things anytime that I am giving you. So if you have to go through the data communication chapter as well, because data communication chapter is very important. Most of the questions will be there from that chapter as well. Okay, so you need to be very much concerned about that chapter. So if you have got any question, kindly ask me. Anything that you want to ask. Your paper inshallah will start at 9 o'clock. Yeah, 9 o'clock. So 9 to 9:20 will be the time of the MCQs, and from 9:20 to I think 11. Yeah, it is of total is of 3 hours. So 9:20 to 11 it will be of for the subjective part. So I think inshallah you will be able to do it. If you have got any question, please ask me. Okay, no question. Thank you so much, all of you. Thanks a lot.